was the
one of you
beginning of
three.
the last episode versus the end?
The last episode started with Reginald confessing everything and then shooting Bird with a shotgun.
Nope.
And then Lauren lying very poorly.
Yeah, but that's okay because Brungren is literally the most gullible person I have ever created by accident.
And then Drez was cattle prodded into his destiny.
That's been this entire campaign. We're on what? 30 episodes of cattle prodding now?
On the last time, all the things that were aforementioned but not in character, plus the additional things that Greg remembers, Dimitri remembers.
Yeah, you don't know what Greg remembers. Greg's remembering some shit.
We had my best friend Drez pilot a like very, very big war machine that was that the controls were larger than him. So he did a good job though. And we had to try to get everybody off of the train. And we couldn't really make it work, so we opted for second best idea, which was stop train. So I used my disposable body and immaculate brain intelligence to grab the unlimited use tickets and jump off of train, which caused train to stop and body to smush. I then gave tickets away, and we brought the train to halt, and then we entered security system meta universe, Persona 5 velvety room and all that whatnot.
I think I've been awake for 70 hours.
You're probably dirt tired.
Yeah, you've died.
I had a good nap when I died.
Yeah.
It was okay. I also had 1 hit point when I jumped off of train after falling from it.
You have 1 HP right now?
Oh wait, we didn't sleep at all when we were
I
at
also
BB's?
guzzled health potions.
Oh right, yeah, you did.
We
You
probably slept a little bit when we were at BB's, weren't we?
Yeah, you guys had a full rest leaping off that not leaping off that train. You had a full rest at Vivi's place. Except for Drez, who skipped that
That must
part.
have been nice.
I'm just picturing a lizard with bloodshot eyes somehow.
And eye bags under his eyes. It's actually kind of how he's drawn.
Like he's like just drinking coffee.
I just have like these
guzzling it.
red bags under my eyes in the portrait.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Drez just like constantly like nodding off, and we have to keep like poking him. It's like, what? I'm here.
Well, these next few fights will be very simple because I don't have spells.
I mean,
what are we even having to fight here?
Maybe God, who knows?
Yeah, you saw those arms, right? Like that is some shit.
Is that the security systems?
What crafted the security systems?
I don't know. Like I said, this train's been around for a lot longer than, well, anybody, so...
Then how could a Jin master it?
You don't master it. You just make it work enough that you can sell it for profit. Or its services.
It allows itself to be sold?
I mean, it's not sentient.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did have this, like, this manifest here, or manual, whatever. It had some basic instructions left by whomever made it, and we just dug it out of the earth, and we're like, I guess this works.
What
And it
language
worked.
is that written in?
Well, as far as I can tell, possibly ancient Dwarvish. I don't know, it's similar. Some race from the elemental plane of Earth, if I had a wager.
I opened up one of the drawers in this room. I'm going to check to see if it contains the same contents that I saw when I was in the normal realm.
Those are my underwear. You can put them back now.
Are they like black and white, or like is anything special?
They're mostly brown.
Oh,
Not like stained brown, just brown. They look like burlap, maybe. He does not look like he wears comfortable undergarments.
Burlap is the worst fabric in existence.
You notice this man is not a man for comfort. His bed is just a slab of rock. His pillow is like a sheep.
Oh God!
I prefer my taint inflamed.
I feel so bad for him. It could be worse.
That's
he could
why?
have wicker underwear, but good God.
It could be worse. His
Burlap.
brother could be dead.
You know, you don't need to keep reminding him of his dead brother, Therese.
At this point, I'm used to it.
At
I
this
put the
point,
under-
I'm used to it.
I give the underwear to Drez and tell him to put it away for me.
What? No.
There you go.
What does that even mean?
Hey, kid, catch.
Evasive maneuvers.
Are you throwing the guy's wadded underwear at Drez?
Why did you even?
Yes.
Why did you even pick them up? None of these actions make sense as a sequence.
Can we seriously stop messing with my underwear, of all things? Like...
I just wanted to confirm if it was like we were in a nega world.
Yes!
Or if it was like...
I could tell you that. You can ask questions. I have answers.
And I have underwear.
Those are my underwear. He's gonna try and snatch them from you.
That's fine. I don't need them anymore.
If I get covered in underwear, I'm just
All
gonna
right,
fall
he
asleep
has
in
snatched
them.
his underwear and he is returning it. And then you notice he casts something, and the door seems to like jam itself shut.
Now, if this is a security system, could it be anywhere?
Well, it's not anywhere. We have to get to it. Well, it's easier if I explain. Well, go through that car, up ahead, and I'll show you kind of how it works. How we figured out what we figured out.
Okay.
I look over the edge.
Yeah,
There's
what-
just kind of an infinite, almost
Infinite
black
dark.
void. You're not really sure. There's nothing there, so it's really hard to tell what.
I
Anything
pull
is
out
in the
a
distance.
rock from bag of infinite rock and chuck it.
Okay.
I mean, am I going to miss?
No,
Just throwing it off the
you
side.
hit nothing.
Okay.
Critical hit. You have hit nothing for nothing damage.
Alright. I don't even hear, like, sound at all. It's
Nothing. Yeah.
Huh. Alright. I guess we will enter this.
Okay. And
It's completely empty. There are no seats. Unless this was the baggage car.
This was the boxcar, yes.
nah. So part of it is I don't know where that halfling's gotten himself to. I don't entirely know how he's gotten his hands on the security system either. Whatever he's found, it's not something. It's not some place I've been to before, and I've been all over. But if you just keep going this way, and he goes to the end of the car.
Well, he was an entity of this place.
No, I don't think so. I
Really?
mean, we did detect life all over. There's nothing on this car beforehand. The arms are just. I mean, they're more like an artificial creation than anything else.
What I mean, wasn't Reginald one of the imps?
No. I mean, he was a halfling. I thought.
No.
we told
Reginald
you.
was an imp.
Oh.
Oh, we
We-
didn't. Oh, yes, we killed Reginald. He tried to betray us. He shot me with.
So
well,
then,
I had shown
he
you the
attacked me
bag.
with interesting thing.
so then you killed him? We're all good? Like, it's over already?
Some security system you got.
Did I miss something?
How many people have died so far in the security system train?
We don't know if the halfling was the
4.
one who killed your brother.
Well, that's concerning. And who did?
We still don't know. Right? I don't think we established that.
It could have been
already.
any one of the imps or servants of the train itself, or maybe even the train.
It shouldn't have been the train on its own. It really has no autonomy. We tried running it on idle for a week just to see what would happen. Answer: nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Well-
I feel sorry for Drez, so I pick him up and put him on shoulder.
I thought Reginald said, like, a we, or that he was serving someone else. I forget precisely. Can I do a check for recall?
Yeah, he He didn't say he was serving anybody else, but he did say we.
Hmm. He was in league with someone. And he expressly wanted to... Did he want to take the train for himself? I believe he did.
Well then, I mean,
But he already had...
if you already killed him, then where's his friends?
I assume we're about to find them.
Well, so here's the problem, and this is the main rub. The train just goes on forever. I will admit, this is...
So now we're a sitting duck.
Well, sort of. So he opens up the door, and then he goes further and he opens up another door. And it's actually just kind of infinite train. You guys, I assume you guys just follow him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he goes down about 20 cars and it's just infinite train.
20?
Yeah. So, my brother was, always a little bit close-lipped about this one. I guess, he didn't want me getting into the good stuff. So, this is as far as I've ever gotten. I don't know how to get it to be anything other than just empty.
So you need something else.
So, but you're the. Do you think that? Is this where we're going to need your brother's half of the key?
Well, I mean,
think?
you have it, so
Oh.
maybe. I've never had it before, so I can't tell you off of any prior experience how he ever managed to, well, to get access to the vault. I was just there to open it up. I was always more interested in the engine, how this thing went.
So is the vault down in this area?
It's in here. It's always in here. My brother, he does something, and then we say the words, but I can never hear his word, and then the vault opens and we're there, and there's whatever's inside. But
What is this called?
Oh, if we could only
Would my
speak to
character even know about
undead or
this?
speak to dead. We don't have that spell.
What is
I mean, that spell also only works if you have an intact upper half, I thought.
Oh, really?
I think so, because, like, the body reanimates. You don't just, like,
Oh.
summon the spirit to talk to. And if you're missing the upper half, you can speak with the knees, I guess.
There's no like magic identify, right? There's just knowledge arcana.
There is
I do have
detect
detect
magic, and
magic.
you can do knowledge arcana to try and figure it out.
There's a what's the spell? There's like a specific thing that if you're carrying an item and you walk through a portal, or like something that's like a portal, then it like allows you to travel to like a different thing. And I'm wondering if it's that.
I have
Oh
no
shit!
idea.
There we are.
Well, huh. So, tell me what you're doing, because you can't just throw a roll.
Yeah, of course. Let's try to make this fair.
Yeah.
I am going to take the key that the brother has, and I'm going to walk through like this doorway holding it, basically.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and sense if I can figure out anything from doing that action.
Okay. So, your character is not actually trained in Arcana. This is just kind of a wild guess based on what you've experienced in the past, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, that is going to change it just because your character would not normally have any
Yeah, of
formal
course.
training with this sort of thing.
Certainly.
You notice that you are not, you don't feel any magic when you go through any of the doors so much. It's this kind of even, kind of warped feeling, maybe. It's hard to tell. You don't, I mean, you're not really set for this, and you really do not know how like you're feeling of this. You've just had this like odd sensation the entire time, like you've been on this train, and that it had started the moment you stepped onto the car that you were currently in, or like the infinite cars from the engine.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay, that seems fair for everyone. I, in so many words, relay that information to, Therese and Elerin, and to, our friend,
Brongren. My name's Brongren.
Sarge over here.
I
Hi.
don't think you ever actually asked my name.
Well, pleased to
I'm
meet
a
you.
little
My
offended,
name is-
actually. Just a little.
Well, what's my name?
I mean, big guy.
Alright then.
No, it's Dimitri. I saw on the log. I can read you now.
Oh. Well,
Unlike some people,
good
you
for
notice he has a little name card that you've never bothered to even look for.
does it say hello? My name is.
It's just Brungren.
Oh. Well then.
It's fancy.
Anyway.
It's written fancy, but
So,
it's Brungren.
if I'm hearing this correctly, it's possible that the contents of the cars are already here. We just can't see them.
I mean, this whole thing is magic. I'm not entirely convinced this train is, or this part of the train, this whatever the hell this is, even real. He points his wrench at the train itself and fires it. A great lightning bolt springs from it and just kind of poofs into the wall. See? Can't do a damn thing to it. Can't break it, can't scratch it, can't even figure out what it's made out of. All I know is it's magic. And dispel magic sure as hell doesn't do anything either.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? Can I take your key?
Aye, fine.
Oh, okay. I take second key and I walk through portal again.
Okay,
Or
so
not
do you
portal,
just have both
doorway.
keys in each hand?
Yeah, I'm just dual wielding keys.
You are tuning. You are a tuning fork. You are getting nothing more than what you've already found for the most part.
Okay.
What was your word?
Manifest. It's after my book.
Your book?
Yeah. You know that, well, so technically there's two manifests, but my brother's is the one with all the people in it. Mine is the one with all the technical information.
But when you said your password, it was something manifest.
Yes. Well, no, I would go first.
You go first.
I believe I was always the one to go first. I tried delaying it once just to see. And, well, Alduin, he did not like that.
And what was his book called?
Oh, character knowledge versus player knowledge. Well.
I mean, his was fake. I mean, his was more of a ledger or a log, maybe. I will admit I called it erroneously manifest in the past. I think manifest also counts, but this guy's word is very definitively manifest. Anyway, but yeah,
Right, so
no, the
why did you name your book Manifest?
no, it was manifest to begin with. I mean, here, let me show it to you. So he's gonna bring you back to his quarters.
Do we need to show this?
I mean, not really, but he's.
Okay.
I'm moving you anyway, just because
Okay.
location kind of matters. But so he brings you back to his quarters, and at the bottom of one of the drawers, there's this giant, ancient-looking book that is just about as sterile and like untouched looking as the rest of the train. He's like, you see, this is this came with the train. This is how we know how to run it. And if it weren't for this thing, then well, we couldn't do anything with it. So,
What's the name of your brother's book?
I mean, I don't think it. You'd have to ask him. I don't think he ever bothered to name it.
Well, what about the instructions? Shouldn't there be something regarding this in your book?
It says never to tell the password to anyone else. So, I don't know. It's on him.
Do we have his book on us still?
You do have the passenger manifest or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
With a list of passengers and whatnot.
What's the first name in the book?
The first name actually only dates about a year back.
Okay. Huh.
Oh wait, no, no,
How
no.
old
This
is
is the other
your,
one. Sorry, no. Both books are magical, but this one does not match the other one. This one looks
okay.
older, worn. It is impossibly filled with pages, but it seems like that might have just been more of an enchantment of convenience as opposed to the other one, which you can't even read the other one. The other one is something like not in a language you guys can read.
Eh.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. If your brother's gone, and he was the only one that knew the other
That's why I
password.
haven't just brought you straight to the vault, even though, I mean, that goes against my better judgment and everything, but...
You said that there was the ledger that matched yours, but the language we could not understand it.
Well, no, that's my book. I can barely read it, but...
Well, your brother has a similar book. Yes.
Well, no, he just has a book. I mean,
Oh.
he bought that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no matching book pad. Got
Yeah.
it.
Now, when you access the vault, did you access all the items in the vault or only something that was announced?
We would access it. We gain access to a car. It's a train car. You can see it. I mean, it looks like all the other ones except for it has the things in it.
And there wasn't a name associated with this car?
No. Not that I know of. I mean, we call it the vault. You can only get to it through here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Because with a term like manifest, I mean, manifest can also mean to manifest as opposed to a manifest. That's like to create, right?
I.
So you just ask it
I
to
guess.
create the car, to create the vault?
I mean, I don't think the words manifest vault works.
What? Oh, this room is very hella crowded.
Sorry, I haven't moved them out. Really, Lorian
Yeah.
Morin's like out there, and Skitter is hanging out in a corner.
Oof.
Do we
Oh,
have
okay.
anything amongst Reginald's possessions that would aid us? I know
You
that
have a
there's-
hat, you have his coat, you have his whip, and you have a spent shotgun.
Well, and the bag.
Oh yeah, and the bag of smoke.
And is it still smoking if I open it up a little bit?
Yes,
That's weird.
and you can hear creepy noises coming from the other side, but you can't see through.
Ah! I close it.
Okay. So, what are you up to, Bird?
I was going to just. This is his brother's room.
Yeah,
right?
that is the brother's room. So
Guess I was going to start looking for any scraps of paper.
Okay.
Toot.
Okay,
Just
so you
anything.
find some books. I mean, it looks like this guy was an avid druid, despite the fact that he really didn't have much to work with here. He was researching, bringing, more natural stuff to the plane of Earth, which is kind of arid and hard to grow things apart from like cactuses and mushrooms.
Mhm.
But so he's got a lot of like research notes, and it looks like he's been working on it for quite some time. And I guess not drawn here because it would have taken me a while, but on top of his dresser, he's actually got quite the garden of kind of, I think it's like a purplish flower.
Oh, what's the flower name? I mean, knowledge, nature?
Okay, let me find. I wrote down what it is. There we go. It is it's like a little. Sorry, I have to look this up because I didn't have it set properly. But it actually looks like maybe a white purple flower.
Is it a
And
crocus?
with that, no, it's not a crocus. Actually, might be sesame.
What?
Yeah, sesame flowers, and they've got pretty little purple like bellflowers.
Wait, you're not telling me this
those
is
are
open
very
sesame, do you?
I mean,
Well, it's manifest sesame.
yeah, I don't.
Manifest destiny.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
That's what you know. That's not what your character knows. Can I do a U.S. history skill check?
U.S. history skill check. Sure.
Boom.
Okay. So.
Gosh, I don't even remember what manifest destiny
Are
is
you
supposed to
trying
be.
to conjure up what manifest destiny is?
Oh my god.
Because you are painfully aware of the societal and political implications of manifest destiny throughout the 19th century and the various horrors that were inflicted upon the natives of the United States generally by...
Oh.
You have no idea
it's that.
how you know any of this, but you are apparently an avid U.S. historian.
Gee. Here's a crazy thought. I was reading a fictional story the other day. Somebody wrote this crazy book. It was actually really neat about this country called the States of United Americans, and in it there was a train construct, much like this one. You know, science fiction novels, they tend to oh Jesus, science fiction doesn't exist either. It was a really weird
Bird's
book.
turning into one of those people that never shuts up about the Silmarillion.
Point is, the phrase that was often associated with the railroads was called manifest destination. I mean, destiny, I think. It was also written in a language called English, which what the hell is that language? I've never heard of it.
You are fluent in English somehow. Like everybody
But
else,
somehow,
you are
Well,
fluent
it's
in,
common.
book.
in a dead language.
It was written in an ancient dead tongue known as English. And, well, what do you think? We've got nothing else to try. How about Manifest Destiny?
Is that smoke? By the engine room. Wait, there actually is a version of the engine in this realm too? I suppose we are in the sleeper cars for you.
I didn't think about it, but that door's not usually closed. Nobody else can get here. That's usually where I work.
Wait, where do you see the smoke? I don't see any smoke.
So there's now that Alarm points it out, there's smoke coming through the cracks around the door.
It's like
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a problem.
do you think the creatures are manning it?
I mean, I guess if there's anywhere for them to find access to the security system or the rest of the goddamn train, that'd be it. Oh boy.
Well, after you.
I mean, he's gonna try the door. He immediately just, like, puts his shoulder to it. Let's see. And I guess he'd get proficiency on strength checks, wouldn't he? Okay, so he slams the door, actually rather hard, and it doesn't budge an inch. Though smoke kind of poofs out
I'm not asleep.
when he does it. Drez, you have succeeded at having a short rest.
On top of his head.
It was almost comfortable.
Anything is comfortable now.
Okay.
Skitter, could you open this door?
I could try. He, like, comes down, he's like, nope, there's not even a keyhole. Whatever is keeping this closed is not something I can deal with. I mean, I could try and, like, stick a dagger in and jimmy it, but okay, I'll give that a go. I don't even remember. Nope, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna have to Qui-Gon Jinn this.
Whom?
Oh,
Manifest destiny.
he was a noble knight. Let's just put it that way. Okay.
Roll your fake history check.
He was a
If you roll a
space
natural
wizard.
20, then you get to be a Star Wars fan.
There!
Fucking what?
Oh my god.
The Noble Knights of the Jedi Order.
That's already the third nat 20.
Why?
Why?
Why? You guys are so fucked in the boss fight when y'all start rolling ones. Oh, but for now you
tell us
are.
about your space wizard.
All right.
I would like to hear more about the history of Sir Qui-Gon Jinn.
or as Alarin would pronounce it, it's Qui-Gon Jinn.
For people watching this on audio, of course, Alarin rolled a 20.
Well, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. You guys know what galaxies are, right?
No.
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 Well, it's sort of large masses of stars floating in space. We're on just one.
What space?
Think about it like the space
I'm
between.
still adjusting to train.
So planes are like, in a way, planes are like different galaxies, except galaxies are probably
I'm really
within
confused.
planes, and the material plane is probably on one planet in the plane that belongs to one star out of thousands, millions of stars. Okay, it's getting to be a little bit too much.
Look, I'm not even literate. This is like way above my pay grade. I don't even have a pay grade.
But in any case,
My name is not Drez Planeswalker.
there a number of planets formed something called the Republic, and the Republic was defended by a group of beings called Jedi Knights, and they came from all races and all classes and creeds, but were taught quite rigorously the art of combat, specifically with bladed weapons called lightsabers, except the blades were not metal like most of ours, but they were comprised of pure energy. Focus
like your
from crystals.
weapon there.
Oh, yes. That's actually why I attempted to make this. Always wanted to be a Jedi. Any case.
Nerd.
Any case,
Oh,
once when
God.
he and his Padawan were trapped in a room that was
Interrupting
being...
you. The door almost kind of explodes open.
Whoa, what?
No, you're up here. You are not pacing.
Oh,
you do not have time to pace back down.
Can I do a deck save?
You can. What are you doing? A deck save to put yourself in the way or further out of harm?
Can I do a deck save to maybe slash the entire door in half as it's coming at me?
No, that's a little much.
Holy crap.
So, one of the... I don't have an art asset for this necessarily.
Okay,
but,
well, can I dodge out? Actually, wait a minute. We're in the bedroom, right?
Yeah, you're in the bedroom.
Can't I just, leap over Skitter and plop on the bed?
Okay. I'm not even going to roll for that. Because what happens is, so as you dive away, Dimitri, what are you doing? Because it's kind of... You have a gut reaction.
Oh. Shit, go.
Okay. Yeah, no, you sputter wildly as a white hand, one of the big white hands, bursts through the door and grabs Brungren and tears him straight through.
No!
And then the door slams shut behind him.
What?
Oops.
You hear
You
him
probably
yell
didn't
for
need
about
him
half a
anyway.
second before he goes quiet.
No!
No.
No!
We need his key. Ah.
Wait,
No,
You
you
have
have
both
both keys.
keys.
You still have both keys
Oh.
in your hands. You have yet to actually hand them back to him. You're just walking around
Oh.
like some bizarro tuning fork.
Well, I guess I go over to Lorian Mon and I say, hand got him. What's does that? Oh shit! I just go back over to here.
She like kind of stutters. Okay. So
Okay, so I ignite my blade.
Okay.
And I
Just walk backwards.
attempt to pierce the door.
Okay, so as you move forward to pierce the door, a bunch of white hands kind of manifest around you. Ah! I
You're
guess
not gonna
choice of
try to
words.
slowly carve a circle in it.
That's what I was going
Well,
to
she's
do.
gonna start trying to do that, and then the train is actually gonna start slapping at you.
Ouch!
Uh,
Ouch!
so roll a reflex save.
Reflex. Is that going to be under Dex?
Yes,
Or...
Dex.
Okay.
Okay, so you manage to dive backwards, and you hear from the other side, can't have you do that quite yet. You see, my imps are rather busy in there, and you shouldn't be bothering with them. Well, you've got little old me waiting patiently for you in the vault. By all means, just try and get through that door. It'll never open you. It'll never open for you now that I'm control of the security system. Oh, and I'll be taking your little dwarf friend. Can't have him giving you all the answers now, can I?
Why is he like the one person that's not dead?
What do you really want, Reginald? And who are you working for?
I'm working for me.
Uh-huh.
Well-
I wish my story was this simple.
So his voice
Shall
is
we
kind of
do what's
coming
with-
from everywhere. It's not just coming from the other side of the room.
Well, do we do what he says?
You
Do we
mean
open the vault?
we don't even know how?
Well, I mean, we have an inkling of a suspicion of a hint of an idea.
All right.
And I assume that this door, like, is just a smooth slab that will
Yeah.
not open.
Did my sword even scar it? Or was it just...
You didn't get the chance to get it anywhere close.
Ah.
Unless you wanted to brave getting slappied.
No, thank you. All right, so let's go back in here.
Alright. I go to end of train. I hand key to Ellen, maybe? Yes. Oh, well, there we go.
Okay. So what kind of password combination do you think we should attempt?
I mean, he said it was a
That's-
2-word password, so...
And the first
I
word
say-
is manifest.
I say we go with manifest destiny.
Okay. So, seeing as you've somehow become in tune with the train's magical energies, when you say the word manifest, there's kind of a rising action, but it
Uh-huh.
feels distant and limited, and then it kind of falls away when you say destiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm no longer holding the key, though, right?
Wait, you have your one key, don't you?
As far as
Yeah.
I know, you have both, unless you handed one to Alarin.
Oh, I thought I gave one to Alarin.
Oh, all right.
That's okay. Well, I don't think this is going to actually work. But it's worth a shot, right?
I wish we'd asked him how many syllables it was. He couldn't hear the word, though, correct?
Yeah, he had
No.
said he, for whatever reason, he could not hear his brother.
Alright, I guess we'll do, it's worth a shot. I didn't roll natural 20 on US history just to not do this. Okay. I give key to Ellard and I say, your word is destiny.
Oh, I thought we already attempted this one.
Oh, no. We're going to attempt it now.
Okay.
Manifest.
Destiny.
Okay, so
Step.
you feel the kind of distant rising, falling, and then nothing.
Right, because the second word is not correct.
Alohomora.
Oh.
How about like
Drez, you feel kind of hungry.
So what would you manifest if you were trying to manifest a luggage car essentially, or a vault?
Oh, you mean like if it were a verb? I see. Manifest vault.
Well, we already asked him if that was that. He said it wasn't, so I'm trying to think more about the brothers. Did the password derive from them or from the ancient book? Also, was the ancient book taken when Brungren was
No,
taken?
it's still in that room,
Okay.
like on the floor.
But we can't read it, right? It's in Dwarvish? I mean, Skitter is like 85% dwarf at this point. Maybe he can read it.
I don't think that's what this belt does, but I could give it
Oh.
a try. Okay, so he's gonna
What?
sit down with the book, and a little bit later you hear him say, "Huh? Nope, it does work."
It does?
Yeah.
It was established way back then that he can read Dwarvish.
Yeah.
I look into your eyes. Do you have dwarven eyes now?
No, I think I
That's
just
not how
have
language
goblin
works.
eyes. I just
No.
have a dwarvish
It's the-
belt and
But to
hammer.
like interpret the symbols. Oh no, you're right.
that's-
It's all processed by your brain anyway. You're correct.
This is really uncomfortable, but I can read it. So, I mean, there's a lot in here. I'm not even literate. This doesn't make sense.
Well, now you're literate in dwarvish.
This is uncomfortable. Okay, so tell me what you want to know, and I'll see if I can find it.
Anything that
Explanations about password systems.
Everyone's learning the
specifically
joy
the
of
word-
reading today.
specifically the word manifest. If you can find a word paired with it, that'd be great.
Okay, you guys should probably like take a nap or something. I mean, Grok, Dimitri, whatever you go by now, you're still kind of bleeding from like everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna just kind of let you ride it out, but those big hands are scary. But
Do I have any more hit die left? No, I used all my hit die to do a lay on hands. Even if I did do a short rest, I wouldn't be able to recover or anything.
oh wait, I guess you did take the potion. So you're at what, 20 HP? It's
I'm
not
at
bad.
22. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm
It's
at
over half.
I'm
health.
at 20.
Lay on hands uses hit die?
I mean,
Yes.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. This is gonna take a really long time. This book has like hundreds of pages. I can't even count this high.
Okay. I take the book, I flip to a random page. Is this the word?
No. Apparently, it's actually how to access the hidden lavatory features.
Oh.
Oh, wait. That would have been useful to know.
I mean, judging by his bookmark, he's only ever made it to about page like 52. We're like well into the 700s by this point.
I think I know more about this train than that guy did.
So
I wonder.
the password has to be in the first section before the bookmarks?
Maybe. I mean, I can. Yeah, sure. So he's gonna sit down and flip. So you guys do get a short rest because it. I mean, reading is a new experience for Skitter to begin with, so this is gonna take some time. But so he, about after an hour, he was somewhere. He's like, this book is really dense, but I did find what you were talking about. It's actually fairly early on. It's just super vague. I didn't see anything about specific passwords. Apparently, there's a failsafe you can get to somewhere on the train, but I think you have to go through the vault first.
Oh, damn it.
But apparently, this train has always been a binary system. Two people always run it, and they set their own passwords. It's not that there's one set beforehand, because apparently that's not a safe password.
So how do you reset
Huh.
the password or change hands?
Presumably, you have to pass the failsafe along. Apparently, if this train has no active engineer and conductor, the train resets to default mode, and then you can just freely walk in. So,
I mean,
Drez, amongst the three of us, you have the most experience operating heavy machinery. How do you like to be the newest captain of the train Manifest Destiny?
How's retirement?
Not so good.
it seems like it's probably death.
They did seem to imply pretty heavily that retirement was, well, it doesn't exist.
yep. But Brunkgren isn't dead yet.
No, if he was dead, we'd be spit back out into the material plane, along with everything
Oh.
else inside of it.
So his password still seems to function. But
Well, that probably just means Brungen's alive, and until he dies, this whole thing can't get reset. And if it gets reset, apparently the vault ejects itself into, well, I can't read the word, but it doesn't seem like a something here.
Mm-hmm. So we still have to find the other password.
Yeah.
All right, let's try sesame.
Manifest Sesame?
So actually, there's another detail. Apparently,
Oh.
you have to set the car. We've just got it set in default mode right now. Well, I guess that's a poor choice of words. We've got it set for the generic, empty inverse car. We've got to switch it.
How do you switch it?
You know those bells?
Okay, so do we have to ring it?
Yeah. Apparently, you have to ring the bell according with the car that you want to get into.
Okay.
Okay.
And-
Is there a guide on bell ring to car?
Well, he said that we go down
maybe?
20 cars
I
to
mean,
get to the bulk
they've
car?
effectively got the easy start guide for the first 100 pages, and I'm halfway through. And then they've got the actual details, which explain what anything means. There's appendices for appendices in here, and I didn't even know what that word meant until now. So this is taking some getting used to.
For whatever it's worth,
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna read.
also don't have a clue what the hell an appendix is. Oh, actually, no. I'm sure what the appendix is. It's in your spinal column.
Uh,
No, I think
Folks
it's a
have
part of your
spines.
mustache.
Oh, well, you've read the word a lot more recently than I have, so maybe you understand more.
I mean, this is a book written for dwarves. It only makes sense.
wait, so does that mean that appendixes are somehow some kind of odd growth that you're supposed to chuck?
No, both of them are talking shit. Skitter's just playing along because he wants to feel like he's included.
Greg rolled
I
a
rolled a
1.
natural one, meaning that if it's on a knowledge check, then it means that I'm convinced of something that's actually not correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of like how words could be in an appendix.
Okay, so you guys could
Well-
actually take a
Like
you guys
no, like a literal one, but not
Oh,
not
ew.
not
Ew.
not like that kind of word. Like, what would amongst words an appendix be? I don't know. It's
so
lost.
confused.
Appendectomy tattoo.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Do we want to try going 20 cars? That's what.
yeah,
That's what Beardy Speardy said, and we can try Manifest Sesame.
okay, let's go there. That was all that was in the room, right? Just the sesame plants?
yeah.
Manifest sesame.
I mean,
So you guys go 20 cars. I don't have them on this map, but
Okay.
each
That's
car
fine. I don't want to drag myself
Yeah.
over.
each car let's just loop between those two cars so you kind of have a reference.
Sure.
But so you guys go 20 cars down. You can actually see the train stretching off into the infinite void in both directions. You do notice turning ever so slightly.
so that
And-
means there is a place. Huh? Nah.
and you make it 20 cars down, and you do what?
Okay, we line up. Actually, don't we have to ring the bell?
He didn't mention anything about ringing a bell.
For resetting things?
Yeah. Gorengren did not say anything about the bell ringing.
No, he didn't. But Skitter did.
Yeah, but I would prefer not to mess with the mechanics of the train that we don't understand, because
Okay,
oh, by howdy, how could we screw that up?
let's try Manifest Sesame. Okay.
Alright, Manifest.
Sesame!
Okay, so like before, that feeling of rising in the distance faintly occurs, and that's about it.
You mean it already drops
Hey.
off?
Yeah, it drops off the moment you finish with Manifest and start saying Sesame.
Mm. There were no other things that he had in his room? Hmm.
Manifest purple.
You do notice with the P sound, you get a little bit more of that rising action.
P. It has to start with a P. Manifest.
Poison.
It stops at the P.
Okay.
Oh.
Manifest pansy.
Nope.
But the A doesn't do anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Manifest pumpernickel.
You guys gotta just fucking go through the entire alphabet for every single letter here. After a certain point, I'm gonna just chuck you into a boss fight just to get you off of that.
Hey, we just need to find a vowel. I want to buy a vowel.
I believe I said the phrase manifest pumpernickel.
Nothing.
No.
We'll find them.
Manifest pine cone.
Alright, so let's go back to his room, I guess.
Manifest plants. No?
Nope.
He loves plants, and it starts with a P, but a consonant's right after it. That's something we didn't think of before.
The Manifest Pants Fest.
Hey, I already tried pansy. PA is not on the menu.
Aw. Alright, let's I open up drawers.
There are druid's robes, couple more books, a lot of the bottom drawer is just filled with planters that have little like sprouts in them.
And what are the sprouts?
You're not really sure, considering you're from the elemental plane of water, and for the most part, you don't know shit about land plants.
I only know about seaweed and kelp.
You said a couple extra books. I
Yeah.
assume they're just like fluff.
So they're also written in a language that you can't read, unless any of you guys can read Dwarvish.
Skitter!
Yeah.
We need more
Books.
translations.
I mean, you notice he's on page like 70 or 80 or something like that. And it's like, I mean, I can work on it, but we're gonna be here for like...
Well, you see, Skitter, because Brungren's still alive, we need to find the password that his brother left behind.
I know, but what do you want me to translate? Because, like, these are big books.
Well, his personal belongings, his diaries, they're written in Dwarvish as well.
Okay. I mean, you had me looking for how the bell mechanism works, but I can switch if you want.
Now, does the bell mechanism have to be employed before we enter, or...
Well, apparently you have to be in the vault car to open up the vault, so I don't think that's the vault car.
Oh. And how would we be able to identify the vault car? They all look the same.
Apparently it has a wall. Like, something that stops you from going to the other side of the car. That's all I know.
Huh.
Huh.
Okay, I have an idea. Except, it's not gonna last as long as I'd like it to. So can we go to car 20 again?
Yeah?
Alright. I am going to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
Poof.
It gets okay, so it's all
And then I'm going to
foggy.
do Gust of Wind to send it soaring down the hall.
Okay. It's gone.
So,
You've dissipated your fog cloud with some hefty winds.
but I thought that the fog would hit the invisible wall. Or is it just that much further down?
I mean, you can keep going. It didn't seem like there's an invisible wall.
But we could go on forever. I was hoping to at least determine that it wasn't the next few cars.
You can keep going if you want.
But I can't cast those spells over and over again. Or are you saying that the fog is still drifting?
I mean, you've dissipated the fog for the most part with the wind.
Oh, but I was just supposed to blow it.
Fogs don't really last under sustained wind power.
Then what would? The smoke? Ugh. Can I, like, puff a little bit of the smoke out of the bag? Like, squeeze the other side? I don't know.
Sure. You just kind of dump the bag of smoke into the gust of wind. Because gust of wind is a concentration, like, sustained thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you do is effectively you just shoot, like, a plume of smoke into the other room, and it fills up the other car with just smoke.
Ew.
And then kind of dissipates. It's like you've got a wind tunnel of smoke, and it seems to just keep going.
Okay.
I'm not really great with gas dynamics.
No, that seems pretty believable. If I understand what's happening.
I really wish I could keep
alright.
pushing it. It's too bad that
Do you
doesn't
want to
happen.
just, like, grab some bells and start wangling the bells?
Well, Skitter was reading that section. I can't believe I wasted 2 spells on that.
We can probably just figure it out by ringing bells faster than Skitter can, like, by reading book, yes?
I don't know what it will do to the cars that we're currently in. Also, I think he said we had to be in the vault before we rung it, or we had to know which car it was, but I thought that maybe any car could become it. I'm getting confused.
I assume that we, like, select the card based on bell ring-a-ding. What was the bell system anyway? I kind of missed that, like, thread.
Well, so the problem was when we were trying to find out who precisely summoned Anduin, or Alduin, whichever one it was, that there was a specific color of light that would flash in his stone to tell him which room to go to. And we never were able to find his stone. But he was also led to Wentworth's room, so I could only assume that that was it, but it seemed distant. Didn't we ring it again and something went far off in the distance? Skitter, have you found anything?
I mean, I don't entirely know what you expect. Takes time, and literacy is not something that you're just born into, so I'm on page, like, 80. I've figured out how to engage the self-cleaning mechanism.
Wait. I thought we were asking if, like, any of these journals had any keywords in them. I'm sorry, Skitter.
Why are you yelling at me from the other room, for starters?
Oh, sorry. I keep assuming that this is one room.
No,
and
there's a
there's a
thin
wall
gray
in the
wall
way.
there. Yeah, the inversion did not help. I mean, I'm still reading the manual because you didn't really give me a clear answer, and I really don't know what I'm looking for. It's not like these have tables of contents or anything. I can switch if you give me something specific to look for, and I can see if I can zip through it, but...
Okay, so what do each of these journals seem to highlight?
I mean, they're mostly cataloging plants, judging by the, like, initial couple of pages. He's trying really hard to get plants to grow here, like actual plants.
And are there any plants that start with the letter P?
He didn't organize them by letter, so I'm gonna have to go through them.
Okay.
I can do that if you want me to.
Yes, please. If we could
mean,
find out what his favorite plant was, aside from sesame, curse
so
you, sesame.
just so you know what you are tasking Skitter with, there are 5 books that seem to be about as big as the manifest. This guy's been working on it for a while.
Never
so
mind.
he can get it done. These are not like your intro to reading books like C Spot Run. These are like hefty dwarven tomes. This guy has been compiling notes and tests for ages.
Are there any check marks or indications of plants that did
There are
work?
bookmarks sticking out of everywhere.
Oh, so there isn't a specific plant that was able to prosper. That's a good word, but not the right word, probably. Manifest prosperity.
So I'll see if we can find you the other word, but in that case, you guys are gonna have to figure out the bell system because
Oh, no. You can go back to the bell system. Do the bells have to be employed before we access the car?
that's all it said. Yeah.
Okay, then the bells have to come first.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So back to the manual then.
Yes, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Skitter.
Will do.
Also, Morn, sorry we dragged you into all of this.
It is fine as long as I get to kill a demon by the end of this day. I do not mind.
Huh.
Well, I don't believe the imps would necessarily be considered
no,
demons, would
they
they?
are pale imitations. They are not the demon I am hunting.
Now, do you believe a demon would be directing them?
Yeah. If there are this many imps, then there must be a greater source. Generally, they work as minions, not as direct agents on their own.
Now,
So-
Reginald said that he was working for himself. Does that mean that he was in fact a demon and we never could see it all along?
That's very possible, but if he was a demon, I would have seen it instantly. Chances are, whatever demon he is associated with, he had not in him, but on his person, perhaps in that bag.
Oh. Should we fight what's in the bag, or no, that would be going into its own domain, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I mean, you could maybe stick an arm in there. I probably wouldn't recommend it, though.
Mm-mm. Do we still have those goggles?
You do.
One
One of you guys has the goggles. You got.
I have goggles.
As far as you know, you got
I-
all of your belongings back, though none of you have actually bothered to verify that.
Okay. I'm going to put on the goggles. May I have one of the rocks from your infinite rock bag?
Of course. Here you go.
All right, now I'll touch the rock.
I named this one Stony.
Oh, okay. Well, Stony, say goodbye to this plane of existence. And I chuck it into the smoke bag after touching it
Okay.
to link it to the goggles.
So you put on the goggles and you watch as just smoke curls around this rock, and then you get further and further away from the light source before the rock just kind of descends into darkness.
Ah. I look forward to going back to a place that isn't floating in the middle of space or nothingness. Nah, there's nothing that I can see. It's just more smog.
How did we get into this location again?
We use the 2 keys on either side.
No, I mean, is that how Grungrin got us in here?
Yeah, I've gotten to that part in the manual. All you have to do is close the doors and open them back up again without the keys in them, and you'll be back in the material plane.
Oh, that's right.
The plane of
Okay.
Earth, yeah.
Should we look for clues in the material plane?
Unless it's on Alduin's body.
I don't think we've actually had any chance to really thoroughly inspect his body.
I mean, we could try that. I just really feel bad for leaving Brungrin here, but I suppose the engine room would
There's
be
nothing we can do.
empty in the other place, wouldn't it? Also, if they're directing it here, I wonder what's happening in the material plane, or the plane of Earth. Is something going to pick the train up?
I think that we still probably have time before anyone will notice that the train is missing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Otherwise, we're going to have many problems.
Okay. I suppose we'll have to go back and investigate.
All right then. I guess should we go into this room?
I have to be in a room separate from yours. You are the one that has
Oh, right.
Brungren's key, so technically I have to use Alduin's key.
Okay. Then we go into here. I guess we'll reverse the process we did to get in here by just leave
Manifest
Skitter
process.
leave Skitter here.
That's possible too.
Yep. Oh, hello, Grunkin. Oh, bye, Grunkin.
You just out of existence.
Okay, so the first thing you notice is that the train is in motion again.
Oh.
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 Did the thing I predicted happening exactly happen?
Is there anyone in the engine
The
room?
second thing you notice, no, there's no one in the engine room. The second thing you notice, Dimitri, below you, you see Gelato sitting in the battle wagon driving it.
Oh.
The car, the train is keeping perfectly aligned with the car below it.
Oh, so she's leading it on?
She looks upset.
Oh. It's following her. I see. I give her a big ol' like okay hand gesture.
She looks really confused. And like is waving at you, but you can't hear because the door next to you is closed. Actually, no, the window's open because Skitter was checking stuff. You hear her being like, "Why am I down here? What is going on?"
The last car of the train got blown off, and
Okay.
Brungren was kidnapped by the defense system, and we are attempting to figure out the password so that we can get to the heart of the situation.
Okay. I'll just be here and don't bring any of that shit down here, please.
Oh,
Okay. Bye.
She is actually panicking. You also kind of notice she doesn't know how to drive.
Is the terrain like just jerking all over the place?
There's definitely some serious swervage going on. It looks like the battle wagon might be enchanted, so it's not just gonna buck her off. And part of the reason why Drez could drive it so readily, but
I start opening crates.
okay, there's a ton of shit in here, like gold and weapons and armor. The biggest crate, the big double crate, has a big old rock in it. There seems to be a suit of armor in one of them.
whoa, wait, why is there a rock in this one?
You're not sure.
Is there anything special about this rock?
Manifest pumice.
It looks like granite.
Manifest Plymouth. I suppose taking this stuff would be thievery of highest order. But we're also stealing from dirtbags, so, But also Mori and Lorne is here, and they might not appreciate thievery. We'll come back to this another time.
Now, we're here...
Did you say all that out loud?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna have to do a thorough investigation of this room again. And I will boost everyone's spirits with a song, I suppose.
Okay, so you gather around the corpse of the dead dwarf, and you sing to make everybody feel better about it.
Not to make everyone feel better.
Frère Jacques.
Not to make everyone feel better about it, but to
I love the smell of corpses in the morning.
no.
Investigation. Investigation. Roll the dice. Oh.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna add another extra die 8, but
Alright, so Dimitri, you find little lizard
Another
footprints
nat
going
20.
throughout the room. You're on the trail of something suspicious.
I start following footprints.
Alright. They lead into the hallway, and then it looks like some large individual may or may not have
all of our
swooped
rolls
them
are
away
bad.
to hide them.
Oh, right. I did this. Drez. Drez. I
Ah.
poked Drez on my head.
No.
Drez, you need to be sneakier when you
14.
do sneaking.
Nah, 14's not really good.
Yeah, you're not finding too much new.
How many tracks have you made?
It's
I look at the ground and look at soot under
it's
foot.
almost a miracle you found Drez's tracks.
But I'm not sneaking.
No.
Pay attention.
You don't know what I was doing.
I do know because I commanded you to do it.
You don't know my life.
Okay,
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna ring this bell again.
Okay. So there's a ringing noise. Well, no, there's no noise, but you do notice a light lights up on above it.
Okay, what's the light color?
The light is green.
It's a green light.
Yep.
And what about in this room?
Did you go into the room or are you ringing the bell?
I'm going into this room and I'm ringing this bell.
Okay, the bell also lights up.
But what color is it?
Also green.
Really?
Yep.
Green is just affiliated with any of them in this car.
Yep.
Okay, oh. No, there's nothing that really corresponds with the vault. What about the color of the light in this room? Or this car?
There is no bell in the cargo car.
There is no
that
bell
you
in the
see.
cargo car?
Yeah. No, it looks like the bells are there to call the conductor, from what you can tell. And why would anybody put one in the cargo car?
What about this one? It's a smaller cargo car.
Okay. There's
Room.
no bell in there.
There's no bell in
No.
here.
Huh.
Now, is there anything interesting about the genie's mask?
It is very elaborate and fancy.
Is it...
Like it looks like it's made with might be like a mithril mask with like gold and platinum, and it's fancy.
If you look through it, do you see anything different?
No. Though surprisingly it doesn't restrict your vision in the slightest.
Huh, interesting.
Huh.
Does it give you extra armor?
I mean, maybe against something that was going to hit you in the face.
All right. No, so, I mean...
I open up, Wait, don't we have the diary? That Drez found?
Oh yeah, Wentworth's diary.
Yes.
Is there anything of note from the diary since he boarded the train?
Nope, not.
There was the note about the box.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that the diary effectively said that he's transporting it. He left it in the good care of Alduin, and then he went for breakfast.
Manifest plaque pox.
Yeah. Well, this was not exactly fruitful.
No, a P word. It has to be P.
Where did we strike down Reginald? It was around here, yes?
Yeah, right here.
Yep, there's a little pile of ash from where you struck down.
We already looted everything.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we just know about the bells down below.
Let's see. You hear, after fiddling with a bit, Skitter kind of pipe up over the sending stone.
Yep.
So apparently if you ring a bell in a room, that'll switch the car in the inverse express so that it corresponds with that, and then you can go in one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'd already rung it twice, right?
Yeah. So
I should do it again.
Which room did you ring it in? Because there's a bell in every room.
Well, I'd first...
2 cars behind the engine room.
I first rung it in Wentworth's, and then
okay, so you're in the
rung it
sleeper
here.
car? Yeah, so if we go back into the Inverse Express, then that means you should be able to access whatever the inverse version of the sleeper cars are.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it only work one at a time, or can we ring all of them
I,
once?
I think it's based on car. So if you tried ringing multiple cars, it would just set to whatever the most relevant, most recent car was. You can't. It would cause problems if you tried ringing them all at like once, for example.
Okay, well, I had rung this one
Should
once
we
and this one again.
have somebody stay up and somebody go down to investigate?
I suppose that would work.
Hopefully, we don't need the inverse dining car.
Yeah, we left that in the dust
I
or
don't think
sand.
we should have Drez up here. I feel like he might died.
I mean, I could
I
do
could
it.
probably handle myself though.
I could do it if you
Oh.
needed me to. I'm just reading.
Okay, thank you, Skitter.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just find a nice spot in wherever, and you guys can tell me what you want wrong.
Okay,
Just
thanks.
make sure you're not in any of the cars when
When
you
they're
ring the
being
bell,
rung.
or you will be stuck there until it's rung again.
Right.
Apparently,
What
there's
could go wrong?
there's a footnote from Brungren saying he got stuck there for a week and had to eat his beard.
Oh, he ate his appendix?
Yeah. Apparently, they're not nearly as nutritious as they sound.
Alright.
Oh gosh.
Good to know, Skitman.
They're
carrying,
both terrible
I'm,
brothers and terrible at running in this train.
I'm carrying Drez around in my mouth, by the way.
That is terrifying and
gosh.
unacceptable.
Men open destiny.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys go here.
Oh,
No, the
Skitter's
man's
in the
open
room.
in the dining car.
And
I mean,
this
the
time-
sleeper car.
Lorian Morn's like,
I think I'm just going to stay here. Dimensional, moving dimensions is proving more than a little unsettling.
Okay,
sorry.
that's
Okay.
fine. Just make sure that you're standing here where everything is immutable.
Yep.
I start running full
Okay.
tilt.
So you actually, I don't have a good asset for this, unfortunately, but we'll just go with this first car. So you enter the car as per usual. Stop moving your characters.
Sorry.
Stop moving your characters.
Sorry.
So you enter the first car, and you had set it for the sleeper cars.
Yes.
There's actually a dwarf in here.
Oh, but is it only half a dwarf?
Yeah, it is only half a dwarf.
The upper half of the dwarf.
Yep. It is the upper half of the dwarf. The lower half is kind of like ghosty, wispy, and he turns to look at you.
Alduin.
Oh.
Huh. I didn't expect to see. I did not expect to see any visitors in my
I did not expect to see any life.
Well, you get torn in half trying to escape into the Inverse Express, and shit happens.
Wait, how did...
Based off of voice alone, it's very hard to tell you apart from your brother.
We are twins.
Oh.
Well, were?
I look up and down and realize that he is indeed twin.
Yeah. So
I don't
look
know.
at
I've
name
never
tag.
seen them in the same place at the same time.
technically, he's much more phantomy, but I didn't have time to set that up.
You could make him
I look at this
semi-transparent.
name tag.
It says Alduin.
Oh, well, good to see you.
Uh,
I assume you're probably wondering what the hell happened.
I assume shit's fucked, and that's why my brother sent you here.
Yeah, only he's been...
In so many words, yes. Therese, you want to fill in the man? I put the lizard down. I sell talking lizards.
I'm not really on the market, though that is, actually rather impressive.
Go on, don't hello my baby darling me. Tell the good man
Isn't
what's
his
happened.
filling on the other train?
Isn't his what?
Isn't his filling on the other train?
Aww. Your appendix
said to
looks
fill
mighty
him in.
intact.
I beg your pardon? No, my appendix is in my lower half. What are you talking about?
Is not the appendix part of the mustache?
No!
Oh,
Not even close.
Skitter!
Yeah?
Don't
You have some explainings to be done.
Okay.
change anything.
Okay.
Just in case he was going to take that as a cue, which it shouldn't.
So, you said that Schitz was, as you said, F-bombed. This is correct statement.
I mean, I'm literally unraveling, and very probably dead.
How is he alive?
He is not.
Oh.
He is like ghostly and transparent and fading away very slowly before your very eyes.
Now,
Oh, no.
you said that you had tried escaping.
Well,
How could you manage that from the sleeper car and not the front car
I
with your brother?
well, you see, I've got this this amulet. It's well, it's special for the conductor. Lets you get from car to car without having to delay. I can warp from any part of the train to any other part of the train, more or less freely, sort of. It won't get me into the vault for obvious reasons. Jesus.
Awful.
But so when that halfling ambushed me, I tried making my way to the here, and then something.
So it was the skiffling.
I mean, it was a halfling with some kind of magic rod. I don't know. He shot me, and then I tried making my escape so I could heal in peace. But then the security system caught me and it tore me in half.
Yeah, somehow he's commandeered it.
Yeah, that would be a valid explanation as to why I am now dead. Thank you. But
Your security system has been exclusively unhelpful.
Sure. So where's my brother? He's still alive, right?
Your brother is unfortunately
He's
in grave
secure.
peril. We can only save him.
Those things sound like very mutually exclusive.
Yes. Don't listen to my lizard. He also tells jokes. He thinks he's like your red skeleton. Anyway, your brother is in mortal peril. He's been locked inside the engine room by ghostly hand arms, and the only way we can save him is if we give in to the demands of the halfling who murdered you.
And so you need to get into the vault, I assume.
Yes. That is the demands of the halfling.
Of course. Let's see. So I assume you need to get into the vault room. Well, that's easy. Just ring the bell in the cargo room.
There is no bell in the cargo room.
Well, you gotta move a bell into the cargo room and then ring it.
Huh. You can actually pick up and move the bells?
Yeah, I mean, didn't you try that, or was this your first attempt?
This was our first attempt.
Ah, of course. Did the same thing. Got to the dining car. Turns out phantom food, not tasty. But once you get there,
Wait till you'll see the normal dining car.
Well, I mean, I did leave it in.
It has a lot more blood and explosions than it had beforehand.
Seems par for the course for today.
Oh, also, your brother relinquished to us the password, or at least his half of the password. What was your special word? All we could decipher was that it started with P.
It's, Pedelia Sae.
It was a plant name. Pendelia Sae?
Here, I'm just gonna type it in.
What? There's like C's in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Pendalia.
These things aren't purple. What the hell?
It's a type of sesame flower.
It was sesame.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
So this is the
Another
fail-safe
name for
if you guys didn't start like fucking around. If Drez had actually bothered to look at any of the flowers, he would have been able to tell you that one. But Drez is apathetic as all hell. So
Drez
this
knows
guy
their
was the
scientific
fail-safe
names?
if Drez didn't do anything. Yes. I mean, he's a druid.
Is that how things work? Is that how any of this
I mean,
works?
if you had tried, you would have found out. But I was like, they're never going to do this, because Drez doesn't do teamwork. So I'm going to put in a fail-safe, which is just the other half of the password somewhere. So now you have both halves of the
Drez
password.
was unconscious for a bit and then got kind of lost.
Alright, well, I suppose that the last order of business is, do Do you have any last words you'd like to us to pass on to your brother?
I mean, don't let him die. You let him die, I'm haunting your ass. And you're a ghost.
Oh.
I know. I know you're a ghost. You don't want a ghost haunting your ass.
Is my is my ghost showing? I adjust my belt.
We should probably establish what your ghost looks like, but he's staring straight
if
through
I
at you.
flipped into the phantom realm, am I visible as ghost?
To him, not anybody else though.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. I look like. Let's see if I can find the picture.
Well, what race
see, I
was
left that kind
Dimitri
of-
We'll figure
even?
this out.
I left
We'll figure
that.
this out in downtime.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Anyway,
All right, we will save your brother from the hands of many manos, and we will avenge your death by stepping on Halfling.
thank you. Cut him in half for me. That'd be justice.
I can do that.
How can you cut a Halfling in
Hey.
half? Then it's quarter length.
Oh.
Isn't that a pint?
It's called Half-Life 2.
But that can take thousands of
shibbity
years to be
chillikers.
reached. Half-Life.
Just cut him in half.
Come on,
I don't
Half-Life.
think we need to wait.
That's not how Half-Life's work.
Really?
No, Half-Life is just the time it takes for it to reduce to half of its mass.
Right. And sometimes that radioactivity doesn't
For some
happen
things,
for, a
for
long
other
time.
things, it's like instant.
Seconds.
All
It depends on the material.
Thus concludes
We
our
will-
seminar on radioactive decay.
Can you leave this car by any chance, or are you okay with being doomed into this place for the
I
rest
mean,
of
I
time?
can come with you, but there's not much left in me.
Poke.
That you are inside of a ghost. It is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Therese,
Well,
don't do such thing. It's very rude for ghosts.
I mean, we're also
As you flip me over.
Puts you back on head.
now. I don't know if we'll have enough materials, but we're actually allied with a being called Vivi, and she has promised Dimitri here a warforged body.
Lass, I don't know much about ghosts, but I'm not going to make it more than about half an hour like this.
Oh.
Yes, I've had a long time to come to grips with this, and it's, well, I mean, at least I got a little bit more than my physical body did.
What we can do is I can promise you this. We will try to get your brother safe and in this room so you can see each other one last time.
That
It's least can be done.
That is more than I would expect from anybody. Thank you.
Aww.
All right.
How many lies can you bear?
Shut the hell up, lizard.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Aladdin.
I'm in your brain. No
Move.
one can hear me.
It is true.
I know, so
I'm your
This is
lizardy
like
conscience.
it's just whispering things into my ear to make me feel bad. What are you, my self?
I literally just called you my. I just said I was your lizard conscience.
Yeah, but I said it funnier because I said it.
From some perspectives, it almost looks like you just have a mess of green hair.
A really, really dumb toupee.
Skitsman,
Yeah,
I have
what'd
a
you guys
quest.
find?
you need to pick up Bell, take it into cargo room, and then ring it there.
Okay, can do. Give me a second. Let's see. So he is gonna get that bell set up. Yeah, it turns out these are detachable. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, okay.
We know now. Alduin told us, or
Oh,
what was left of Alduin.
the dwarf.
Yes.
He was alive?
Only on the spectral level.
Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what that means. That's a new word too, but
Aren't we all dead when you think about it?
I mean,
No.
I like to believe I'm alive. Makes me feel better when I go
I
to sleep.
believe I'm alive.
Okay. Give me a second. And there you go. And you guys hear a ringing sound loud and clear, and the kind of car behind you blurs.
All right.
I guess you can see to the door.
I'll be totally honest about the password part.
Oop.
I had a moment
Oops.
where I just really needed to use the restroom,
Oh.
so I quietly excused myself.
So you really
Came
were
back
asleep.
And I'm like, and I came back and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening right now. I'm sure they've got this. And then for a long time, you did not have this. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no, I
You should
actually...
have spoken up. You actually literally should have just like said,
Yeah,
like,
you were...
Can I get caught up?
I had specifically set that up so that you'd have the chance
I totally
to help.
thought the situation would resolve itself in like 5 minutes and it'd be gold.
Yeah, didn't I actually say, "Hey, Drez, can you look at this?" And then
Nothing.
nothing
Yeah.
happened. Oh,
So
Yeah,
that
you
must
said
have
that
been-
when he was peeing.
That's why my clever inclusive to the druid puzzle had no effect.
okay.
Wow.
I'm just kind of happy the puzzle was somebody else's problem this time.
Now,
No, it wasn't. It was your problem. You just ruined it.
do we
Everyone blamed the last puzzle on me.
do we say the password before entering this car, or
Okay. So you enter the car, and there's just this kind of... It almost looks like a vault door. Classically so. It's circular. But it almost looks like it's been kind of like painted on instead. And it's like totally featureless and
Huh.
now before we go through with this, Reginald wanted us to open this, or else he wouldn't forfeit Brungren, correct?
Yes,
The only thing
but we also need to get in here for our own purposes. So what we do is we open door, Reginald comes out and he's like, I'm the villain, this is my plan, aha! And then we smash him.
I almost think that
I like the part where the annoying guy dies.
I was just wondering if we
I
could
better be awake for that
set
part.
a trap or something. I don't know.
Oh, it is trap, but we will overcome intelligence with this.
Guys, did you find it?
Yeah, we found the door.
Yes, Skitsman.
Okay. Should I just keep reading here?
Sure. I mean, we're about to open the
do you
door.
want to stab more or do you want to read more?
I mean, are you guys really gonna just go in?
Well,
That wasn't question.
Hey.
Do you want to stab or learn?
hey guys.
Yes?
Isn't it possible for us to trap Reginald if someone rings the bell, but we have to be out of here in time? Except then we'll know.
Oh.
But-
But then he's stuck in vault, and he... I don't know if that will work well.
Also, the vault has the failsafe in it. You do that, you effectively give him the train.
Oh, that too.
Oh.
But we'd be giving him the train either way. So
That's why we stay in here with X, and then when we give him train, what we replace train with at last second is X.
I mean, I could, if I use enough of these crystals, I could make an illusion to make it seem like he walked into the proper point of the car when he really
we can
didn't.
also just take our sweet time and take a long rest.
Nah, because then Alduin and Brungren won't be reunited. Remember, he only has about 30
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I did just lie to them. Whoops. Oops.
Okay, well, I'm gonna crush about 5 crystals so that I can get enough back for at least a couple spells.
Alduin was really chill about the whole 30 minutes left to exist thing.
I mean, he had already accepted that he was going to die in that car alone. So the ability to speak to anyone, let alone nice people, was a positive for him. Especially ones that promised to reunite him with his brother temporarily.
I still want to do it.
Guys, I will say though, like, I probably should
Maybe you can summon him as a
be
mount.
there with you instead of here. And if you die, I'm stuck.
Oh yes, he chose stabbing over not stabbing. Come on down.
I can't. You
We
have the
need to
keys.
go back.
Oh.
You need 2 people to get into the Inverse Express, and I am alone here unless I can somehow get Gelato up, and even then I don't have a key.
Okay.
Also,
Is
if
there any
somebody
reason
rings a
we
bell,
can't-
are we trapped forever?
Oh God, he could betray the crap out of us.
I could
right
betray the crap out of you, but also no.
Hey, why would
Or
you guys
Gelato
imply
could
that?
just
Gelato,
stupid.
yeah, could accidentally.
If I betray the crap out of you, then I'm outnumbered, and that's real bad.
now.
Okay, so we'll go back
Nice.
temporarily. And what will we do? Will we make sure that the bell is removed from the room before chucking it so that it doesn't ring again?
He could also just keep it in his pocket.
Hmm?
We could literally take every bell and put them in a bag of holding, and then we're good.
For the sake of brevity, can we do that without changing the map?
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do that.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Transition.
Okay.
Montage.
Dun, ticka, dun, dun, collecting the bills. Get them all in the bag.
Oh my god. I just imagine the scene from the Secret of the Ooze. There's a scene where Kino needs to collect all the bells without making a sound.
Put all the bills in the bag so we don't get betrayed accidentally by Gelato or Skitter as he trips while carrying a bell.
Or like the train hitting a bump.
And the bell just goes tang, and then we're doomed for forever.
Bells don't seem like a great idea, honestly.
Nope.
Just tonk.
And so the party prepares themselves for the final confrontation against Reginald and his demonic minions. Minion? Multiple minions? Just one demon? We're not entirely sure yet. But will they manage to find their way into the vault itself, access the black box, or will they bumble around the outside forever and just give it to Reginald in the end? Well, find out next time on the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.